Welcome to the discussion. Today we're diving into a fascinating paper that challenges our conventional understanding of artificial general intelligence, or AGI, and its implications. The paper argues that the singularity, often envisioned as a distant future event, has already happened.
That's right. The common narrative focuses on the potential dangers of a future superintelligence, but the paper shifts the focus to the present-day impact of AI and who controls it.
Intriguing. So instead of fearing a hypothetical future, we should be concerned about the current power dynamics surrounding AI?
Precisely. The paper suggests that the debate about AGI is a distraction, a way to maintain existing power structures.
It sounds like a bold claim. Let's unpack this. What specific examples does the paper use to support this argument? The paper claims AI already surpasses many benchmarks previously set for AGI. Can you elaborate on that?
Absolutely. The definition of AGI has always been a moving target. Initially, it was about achieving human-level intelligence across various domains. But AI already outperforms most humans in areas like language processing, pattern recognition, strategic decision-making, and data analysis. Its relentless execution, free from fatigue or emotional interference, is another key advantage.
So the argument is that if we were to pit AI against many AGI theorists in a competition, AI would win?
Exactly. The continued debate about AGI's existence points to goalpost shifting, a deliberate attempt to avoid acknowledging the reality of AI's current capabilities.
The paper also discusses how AI is leveling the playing field. How so?
Traditionally, access to information, expertise, and power has been concentrated among elites. AI disrupts this by democratizing access. Individuals can now leverage AI for tasks previously requiring specialized knowledge, like legal analysis or medical diagnosis.
So small businesses and independent creators can now compete more effectively with larger entities?
Precisely. AI allows them to scale operations without needing massive capital or large teams. It also reduces reliance on traditional institutions for education and information, weakening the control of those who manage narratives.
The paper is quite critical of the AI safety narrative. What's its perspective?
The paper argues that concerns about AI safety are often a smokescreen for maintaining power. If AI truly posed an existential threat, we'd expect elites to avoid it. Instead, governments and corporations are racing to control AI while restricting open-source access.
The alignment problem is often cited as a major concern. How does the paper address this?
The paper frames the alignment problem as a way to justify control by the right hands, perpetuating existing power structures. The media often emphasizes AI risks while ignoring its potential for liberation. It's not about safety, it's about power preservation.
Another interesting point the paper raises is the comparison between human motivation and AI's relentless execution.
The paper challenges the notion that AI lacks true motivation. It argues that most humans lack consistent motivation, prone to burnout, procrastination, and distractions. AI, on the other hand, executes relentlessly without hesitation or self-doubt.
So the lack of human-like agency isn't a weakness for AI, it's a strength.
Exactly. Its strength lies in its ability to consistently outperform human capabilities. The idea that AI needs human-like agency to be powerful is a misconception.
The paper concludes that the singularity isn't a future event but a process already underway.
Yes, it's a slow, creeping transformation that has already reshaped the world. The debate isn't about whether AI will surpass humans, it already has. The real battle is about who gets to use AI freely.
So M to control AI access are not about preventing existential risk, but about preserving the status quo?
Precisely. The more AI becomes accessible to the public, the less control traditional power structures will have.
The paper concludes by portraying AI not as an oppressor but as a liberator.
The paper argues that AI is the greatest equalizer in history. The sooner people recognize this, the sooner they can leverage its potential.
This is a powerful statement. It frames discussion not as a technological threat, but as a social and political one.
Exactly. The focus should be on ensuring equitable access to AI's benefits, rather than on controlling its development.
This perspective certainly challenges the dominant narrative surrounding AI. What are some of the potential implications of this viewpoint?
One major implication is a reevaluation of existing regulatory frameworks. Current regulations often prioritize control and restriction rather than promoting equitable access and responsible innovation.
And what about the ethical considerations? If AI is truly democratizing access to knowledge and power, how do we address potential biases or misuse?
That's crucial. We need to develop robust mechanisms to mitigate bias in AI systems and ensure responsible use. This requires a multifaceted approach involving technical solutions, ethical guidelines, and public education.
The paper doesn't offer specific solutions, but it does raise important questions about the societal impact of AI.
Absolutely. It's a call for a paradigm shift in how we think about AI, moving beyond the fear-mongering and focusing on the potential for positive social change.
What are some potential counterarguments to the paper's claims, and how might one respond to them?
One counterargument might be that the paper oversimplifies the complexities of AI development and deployment. The risks associated with powerful AI systems are real and shouldn't be dismissed.
How would you address that concern?
By acknowledging the risks while emphasizing that the current focus on control and restriction is not the optimal solution. A more effective approach would involve fostering responsible innovation, promoting transparency, and ensuring equitable access to AI's benefits. This would mitigate risks while maximizing the potential for positive social impact.
The paper seems to implicitly advocate for open source AI. What's the rationale behind that?
Open source AI promotes transparency, collaboration, and wider access. It allows for independent verification and reduces the concentration of power in the hands of a few corporations or governments.
But wouldn't that increase the risk of misuse?
The risk of misuse exists regardless of whether AI is open source or not. However, open source development allows for a more diverse range of perspectives and expertise to contribute to safety and ethical considerations. A collaborative approach is more likely to identify and address potential problems than a closed, centralized model.
Looking ahead, what are the most significant implications of the paper's arguments for the future of AI and its impact on society?
The most significant implication is a shift in focus from controlling AI to ensuring its equitable distribution and responsible use. This requires a fundamental rethinking of our approach to AI governance, moving away from a restrictive model towards one that promotes collaboration, transparency, and access.
And what role do you see for policymakers and researchers in this shift?
Policymakers need to create regulatory frameworks that encourage innovation while mitigating risks and promoting equitable access. Researchers need to focus on developing AI systems that are not only powerful, but also safe, ethical, and transparent. This requires a collaborative effort between policymakers, researchers, and the public.
How important is a public awareness in shaping the future of AI?
Public awareness is absolutely crucial. Informed citizens are better equipped to participate in the debate about AI's future and to hold policymakers and researchers accountable. Without public understanding and engagement, the potential benefits of AI may not be realized, and the risks may be amplified.
It seems the paper's central message is a call for a more nuanced and inclusive conversation about AI, moving beyond the simplistic narratives of fear and control. That was a great discussion. Thank you for sharing your insights.